What's up? It's your boy Jayceon coming at you with another video. If you're new here, welcome. If you're not new here, welcome back. So today we're going to be talking about curving people, like curving as in ignoring people. But before we get into the conversation, I need you to do me a favor. I need you to please click on that little bell and turn on my notifications so that whenever I post, you'll be notified. Okay? So when I think of curving, I think of like someone trying to talk to you that you don't really like, that somebody who may have a romantic interest in you, and you curve them, you dodge them, you know what I'm saying? Like, because you don't like them like that. That's one example, but another example of curving is ignoring people who are saying like ignorant things about you or just making corny, sarcastic jokes. And I think ignoring instead of being mean in a lot of situations is more polite, in my opinion, because silence means more anyways to me. Like if you're being, actions speak louder than words. You say nothing, that means, nothing. Like it means I don't feel any type of way about the situation. Like I'm unbothered. That's what it means. So I think another place you have to curve is in the workplace. Sometimes you'll have people making smart comments and sometimes you can't really say anything depending on who it is. And if you're like me, you can't say stuff right away to people anyways because you'll go off. Like that's me. If I say something and address it right then and there while I'm in my feelings, then I don't know what I'll do. I might start cussing. It's happened before. And honestly, I think a lot of people deserve to be cursed out, but as an adult, you cannot do that. So in the workplace, just curve people. The thing about curving is if you're gonna curve somebody, make sure that it's somebody that you don't like for sure. This is, when I say curve, I mean like someone who's been saying stuff and doing things to bother you like all throughout the year and you're just over it. That's a person and a situation that you want to curve. I mean, curving people is an art. Like, it takes a while to be skilled at it. Curving is a way to dodge disrespect, because there are some people out there that no matter how many little side conversations you can have as an adult with them, they just will not respect you and they'll do the same thing over and over again. Instead of even trying to have those conversations, which is a waste of your time because they're not going to listen, you curve them. Let's say I go to a family function and someone is talking negatively about me. So you can say something negative back, B, have an attitude and bring up something that you know will really upset them, or C, you can curve them. Just ignore it. Because if you don't ignore it, you give that person power. Do you understand what I'm saying? You give them power to make you upset. And all that under the table insults and stuff, like that gets annoying. Insult my intelligence, and sometimes I won't even notice because I've gotten in such a habit of ignoring people. That's nice, whatever. I don't pay attention to it. And then maybe later on, I'll be like, the conversation will play in my head later on in the day, and I'll be like, what? Did she say that? Or did he say that? And I'm like, really? And I might get mad in that moment, but I'm like, the moment has passed. So let's just leave it. Let's just curve it. But the thing about curving people is if you feel like you have to curve them over and over, then make sure that you don't find yourself in like a space with them. sure you don't go to any events, none of that stuff. If this person you're curving, then you definitely don't want to be going to any party or gathering that they're hosting, because you'll confuse yourself. And when I say you'll confuse yourself, is I mean, like, you'll go to their function, and if you're anything like me, I like to, even when people upset me or say stupid stuff, I like to, give them the benefit of the doubt most of the time, and just kind of let it roll off my shoulders. And then if they invite you somewhere, you're just like, cool, let's go. It's not going to hurt me if I go hang out with this person. But the thing is if you go hang out with this person, you're kind of egging them on to, like, in making it seem like that behavior is okay. So, and that's giving it power too, because now this person thinks they can say whatever they want to about you, and you'll still be around. So that means you're going to put yourself in a situation, being around a bunch of people who don't respect you. And some of you, I know you're probably watching this and you're like, it's not that serious. Because I get a lot of people saying that about certain situations. Oh, it's not that deep. It's not that serious. When it comes to respect, and depending on what the topic is, it is serious. And you can't tell me what is serious and what's not, because you're not me. You don't know how I feel. You don't, so you can't be like, it's not that serious, because to me, I'm saying something because it was serious. Or if I don't, that means I'm just simply curving you and I don't want to deal with you. So it's an art. Another form of curving is when you have to ignore people in the store that are talking about you, or you have to walk by a group of people that you know are talking about you, or they're just like right up in your face. You just got to be like, don't even make eye contact. Don't even know, like, you just act like they don't even exist. Especially if it's somebody that you don't like and they're constantly disrespecting you, just act like whenever you see them, act like you don't see them. Just let them be invisible to you. I mean, it sounds kind of rude and kind of harsh, but I just have found that, trying to talk to people, it doesn't work all the time. And they get away with behaviors that are just ungodly and unadult-like. And I'm not perfect, don't get me wrong, but I'm not going to allow myself to be in a room full of people that I know do not like me simply because I'm bored, or I think I'm being nice by just letting stuff roll off my shoulders. And you don't have to say something all the time. You do not. If somebody's doing something wrong to you, or making you feel some type of way, if you want to address it, you're welcome to address it. But if you don't want to address it, you're welcome to walk away. I kind of think of ghosting too, because I hear a lot of people, talk about stories. Oh, well, we dated, we talked twice, or we went on a date twice, and then after that he ghosted me. And they're just devastated because they're like, he ghosted me. I don't know why. Well, you may never know why. He curved you, but you may never know why. It might be family problems. It might be anxiety, depression. It could be anything, okay? But if he curved you, just accept it. I've been curved before. Just accept it. Accept that you've been curved, because most of the time, that person is saving you from a worse situation. Or they just need time by themselves. So I recommend you just try to get over it. If they come back around, maybe if you feel like talking to them still, then talk to them. But don't sit up and cry because someone just stopped talking to you or they disappeared. You don't get closure in life with everybody. that's optional. You know, you don't have to tell anybody anything. If you want to walk away from something, just get up and walk away. You know, and some people have walked away from things and people that have changed, and it's changed their entire life. Me personally, I've had a history of internalizing things. What would happen would be something would bother me, and I wouldn't say anything. And I know a lot of people out there do this because there's a reason why I do this. There's a psychological reason why. I've had to, I went from being shy to say, too shy to say anything to stick up for myself, to going across the line and just straight up just wanting to curse people out. Because I just got so fed up, like so many years of not saying stuff and just acting like things didn't bother me and just like they were no big deal, acting like, most of the time I'm very laid back and I am kind of indifferent. I don't like drama and I don't like confrontation. If you say something to someone who's not really much of an adult, who doesn't want to be told that they do anything wrong, then the outcome is not going to be, it's out of your control. So some people, it's just better not even to bother. But now I try not to internalize things now, but the people around me who told me, oh, you internalize things too much, those same people are the ones that I've talked to and try to have side conversations to get them to understand where I'm coming from when I say certain things. And it's always like, oh, you're too sensitive, it's not that serious. And I'm like, but if I'm saying something about it, it is serious. It bothers me. So if it bothers me, then I'm gonna say something about it. Some people don't say anything and they have like a whole grudge against people, and the people who they have a grudge against, they don't even know. If you really want to make an effort to like the person, then say something. But if you don't care and it's just like the last straw, then curve them. Be nice, say hi, but also give that look, like, that look like, hi, but I don't like, hi, but I don't mess with you like that. Like, so hi respectfully, but stay over there. I feel like that is polite. That's good etiquette. You don't have to have an attitude, but if you have facial expressions like mine, I can't control my facial expressions. So, I'm going to give you that look like, I don't mess with you. So, hi and bye. Like, let's just keep it real. We're not about to sit up here and play like we're all good when we're not. Obviously, there was conversations that needed to be had, or you tried to have those conversations and it just didn't work out. Oh, my niece is calling me. I'm excited. But, I love her so much. But she's like, is that your hair? Is that your natural hair? I was like, no, this is not mine. But it's mine because I bought it. Eventually, they're either going to ask you what is wrong and you can decide to talk about it then, or you can curve them again and say nothing. Because if I'm hanging out with you and I feel like something's wrong with you, or you're mad at me, like I feel that negative energy, and you don't want to talk about it, then that's that. I like to get my full 24 hours and feel like I did something productive. I don't want to be arguing with people that I really don't. No, I'm not going to say don't care about, because I care about everybody to a certain extent. I just don't care to argue with people who, especially people I'm only going to see once. If I go somewhere and there's somebody there that I only see like once a year, I don't have nothing. They can say whatever they want to. I don't have nothing to say to them, because, like, who are you? Do you like my necklace? It's from this jewelry company called El Wiza, and if you use the code J50, you can get 50% off. So check that out. Any way you can avoid drama, just do it. Life's too short. If someone My thing is, if someone thinks they're better than me or they're talking down on me, I just let them think that they're better than me, really. I'm like, go ahead. Because it's just words. As long as you don't put your hands on me, then we good. But you put your hands on me, it's going to be some issues. But as long as you are just running your mouth, that's fine with me. You're showing your true colors anyways, you know? So keep it classy. Haters are always going to have something to say. Haters are always going to have something to say, no matter what you do. I'm sharing this with you because I'm working on this myself. I'm working on it too. Because, Lord knows, people will just be tripping sometimes. But I want to give a shout out to Malcolm because he did my hair. He did a really good job. Some of you guys are telling me that you like it. I love it. I get to just wake up in the morning and go do what I need to do. So, guys, don't forget to curve your haters. Be the best you that you can be. And if somebody just disappears out of your life, just let them go. Don't ask questions why, because you know who knows why? God knows why. And you may find out later on, or you may never find out. But it is what it is. Remain unbothered and beat and just carry on with life. Give them that power and they get inside your head and you let them know that they can get in your head. They're gonna do it every time. Anyways, I love you guys. Make sure you like, share, and comment and subscribe if you're new here, and I will see you in my next video, okay? Bye.